Hey y'all, Lauren here, TV producer by day, reality junkie by night, and your guide to the galaxy of shows you love to hate to love, and live to bitch about. This is Reality Bites, the podcast where we deep dive into the week's buzziest reality TV and pop culture happenings.
I'm Morgan. By night, I'm Lauren's co-host and other better half. And by day, I moonlight as an executive producer. I've been around the Bravo block enough to know, let's just say, where the bodies are buried.
We'll take you through the biggest and best water cooler moments of the week through a producer's lens you won't find anywhere else.
Buckle up, buttercups.
I've had enough of you, you beast.
Beast? How dare you?
This is Reality Bites.
Hey friends, Morgan here. Just me today, no recaps, no breakdowns, just a little sit down between us. If things have felt a little quieter around here lately, you're not imagining it. And you look, instead of reappearing with a chippy, surprise, we're back, like nothing ever happened, I figured, no, fuck it. Let's actually just talk about what's really going on. So consider this a reset, a little behind the scenes check-in. You know, that audio version of that moment when you finally exhale and sink into the couch and think, okay, what's really going on here? Because things are shifting, not just for us, but across the board. Reality TV has been in a slump. The industry, entertainment overall, filming is down massively since last year this time. Ratings are down massively across the board, especially in Bravo. And don't even get me started on the podcast landscape. It's changed a lot. I mean, look, guys, as it pertains to Bravo, let's just call it. Bravo has been slow. Not bad exactly, but it just feels like it's stuck in kind of a loop. The storylines in the shows, they feel recycled at times. The energy just isn't as heightened as it used to be. It feels dulled. And frankly, even the online space, even the Bravoverse and the content creators and the podcast landscape, what usually feels like an Olympic sport has been unusually tame. And we have felt that too, not just as fans or as content creator podcasters, but really as the people who actually make reality TV. You know, when the shows start to feel off, and the commentary starts to feel like it's echoing itself, it made it hard for us not to wonder, what are we really adding to the conversation in a meaningful way? And speaking of podcasting, the Bravo podcast scene, I mean, you guys know, it exploded. Everywhere you turn, there's another hot take, another recap, another person yelling about Kyle and Amanda, or Paige and Craig, or Kyle and Morgan Wade. I mean, pick 'em. And look, we love the passionate fandom. We truly, truly do. I mean, fuck, we live for it. It's why we do what we do. But the space outside of you guys has been very crowded. And to be totally honest and just lay it on the table for you guys, it did start to feel like we were talking in circles. You know, almost like recapping out of routine instead of out of excitement and passion, how we felt doing it a year, 2 years ago. And that is just not how Lauren or I want to show up in this space, and especially for you guys. So we took a pause, not dramatically, not big fade to black, no mysterious Instagram story, just enough space to take a step back and ask ourselves, what do we actually want to make? What feels good again, creatively inspiring again? And again, most importantly, what are you guys here for that we can give you that no one else can? Now, to be clear, the pause, quote unquote, wasn't really a pause, if you will. We were still working just behind the curtain a bit. And from that came the series It Ends with Ugh. That series, it brought something back to life for us guys. It reminded us of how much we just love real storytelling, thoughtful structure, peeling back layers of a headline instead of just reacting with a knee-jerk take. And your response was kind of beautiful, honestly, and we were so appreciative. You guys, you leaned in. You wanted more of it. You showed us that this community is ready for episodes that go deeper, where the aha, if you will, hits maybe a little harder. And we started to dream a little bigger as a result. Now, don't worry, we're not leaving behind the Bravo and reality TV chaos. That's a part of the DNA of us and our show. But the goal shifted to become this: to build something that can hold both smart editorial storytelling and the unfiltered joy of a good pop culture spiral, deep dives, and disaster recaps. Because let's be honest, we're all a little bit of both. So let's talk about where we're headed. We're shifting into a slightly new rhythm, a consistent rhythm, Tuesdays and Fridays. These episodes, they won't be the typical beat by beat, scene by scene recaps. We're calling them Reality Check for now. Think of it as the best and buzziest commentary of the week, from the shows that we love and moments in them to, pop culture, entertainment, media overall. What is happening in the conversation that you guys want to hear? And what's actually working? What's flopping? What's making us irrationally happy or angry or wanting to pull our hair out of our heads? All of the above. And really, where we can provide some impactful, producer-driven commentary and analysis of the shows that we all love. And starting next week, we'll be kicking things off with Summer House, Real Houses of Atlanta, and frankly, whatever else the pop culture gods send our way. Still fun, still opinionated, just with a bit more breathing room to actually talk about a wide range of things over the course of the week, and the things that are important, the things where we know that we can add value, the things that are making us sing or scream, and for you guys as well, cutting out the fluff and sticking to the bite. Then, we're going to go into full editorial mode with 2 major investigative series per year, one in the spring and one in the fall. Think, A and B seasons of programming for television shows. No different. These will be deep dives, multi-part arcs, and more editorially structured. Think of them like event-style podcast seasons. And It Ends with Ugh was the first. The next one, we're already deep in the works on it, and don't worry, stick around to the end and we'll give you a little teaser for what's to come there. Now, for the die-hard Bravo fans, the ones who want scene-by-scene, beat-by-beat analysis of every episode, do not fret. It is still happening, just in a new home. We're going to be having them on Patreon and our Apple Premium channels. Now, each season, we're going to focus on one Bravo show that's actually delivering. No more covering stuff just because it's there. Now, we're going to start with the Valley Season 2 this week. Frankly, because it's got stakes, it's got momentum, and enough interpersonal chaos to remind us why we fell in love with reality TV in the first place. These will come out weekly starting this week, and as always with our premium shows, we will offer the first episode available to everyone on all platforms. But starting next week with episode 2, it is going to move into our premium channels on either Apple or Patreon, and the links will be below. Now, look, we've said this before, but we mean it now, I swear to God, more than ever. We are building Reality Bites and this brand with you guys. Every listen, every share, every time you DM us something like, I feel seen. God, it all adds up. It really does. Especially right now as we shift into this new format and figure out what this next chapter looks like. So, if you're vibing with where this is going, here's how you can help. Share the pod with a friend who also loves to overanalyze their favorite shows and in pop culture. Leave a rating or a review. Yes, we read them all and we appreciate every single one of them that are 5 stars. And if you want the standard recap, join the Patreon if it feels right for you. Or just drop us a note and say hey. Truly, we love that. We love talking to you guys, and you guys are by far the most awesome listener base that we could ever have hoped for. truly. So just know, we're listening, and we always want to know what's landing, what's missing, and what you guys are craving more of. So to sum it up, moving forward, we're going to have weekly episodes dropping Tuesdays and Fridays, our reality checks, starting next week, so get excited. And our Valley recaps will be starting this week. First episode will be available on all platforms, but starting week 2, it'll be available on our premium subscription channels on Patreon or Apple Podcasts. And guys, we are beyond excited about what is coming next. But before we go, a little tease, as promised. So, If It Ends With Ugh was about the takeover of creative control, authorship, how stories get reshaped behind the scenes and in the press, then this next series is about what happens when stories stop being stories altogether and start becoming strategy. We're tracing a shift happening just beneath the surface of Hollywood, quietly, intentionally, and everywhere. We'll get into who's behind it, what it means, and why so many things we love, from reality TV to scripted drama to films to sports to the news, are suddenly starting to feel the same. It's called Control Alt Elite. And trust me, this one is going to rewire how you see the entire entertainment machine. So guys, thank you for being here, for sticking with us, for giving us the space to figure it out. It feels really good to be back, and frankly, it's only going to get better from here. So stick around, and we'll see you soon. Until next time.